Alrighty. Well, I'm. It's almost 5 a.m. and I'm honestly just tired. This home base status report took so long for them to put out. It was like an hour late compared to the BR report, and I was just sitting in this chair just waiting because I wanted to record this video before I went to bed. So it's almost 5 a.m. And this video is it's out. Okay. Anyways, Homebase Status Report 2.1 2022 is out. Sorry, I got a little little cough. But it's out. I mean, there's not a lot going on, but there is a few interesting things. But yeah, let's start off. So coming February 7th, 7 p.m. So at reset, Love Ranger Jonesy and the Heartbreaker Crossbow take aim in the event store, team up with the superheroes in the Blockbuster Questline. That's right, you heard it correct. Blockbuster Questline in War Game Space Rocks comes crashing down. So Love Ranger, first off, I mean, Love Ranger, he has a standard perk of Power Impact, which increases shockwave radius by 37.5%, which, I don't know. I don't see shockwave being like a really useful ability to be like to build a loadout around. So I personally just don't think, Love Ranger's a cool, hero, but he's coming out. So if you need a collection book or you just need a copy of him, I definitely recommend grabbing him. A lot of people overlook like heroes and they're like, oh, this ability sucks, so I'm not going to get him. And then like later down the line, maybe they change what the hero does or it gets buffed. So even then just grab him. But yeah, he's coming back. Next up, we have the Heartbreaker Crossbow. This is coming back out. This piercing bow is skilled at breaking two things: hearts and husk. This bow just it's more of a meme bow. I mean, it's Valentine's bow. I mean, the Heartbreaker Crossbows. I honestly I don't use it. I don't have a god world or anything. I personally believe the bows just aren't there when it comes to like weapon wise. Like I don't think reloading it every like few seconds is ideal for like killing husks. But I mean, hey, if you want to grab it, you can. It's coming out on the 7th. Next up, we have the Blockbuster Questline. Now, this is very interesting. If you've looked at the timeline that Beast made, or you've just like understand and like know when stuff comes out, Blockbuster Questline is actually a few months early. It's supposed to come around April, like towards like the summer, but it's actually coming out in a few weeks. I think it's the 7th too, if I'm correct. But a crash meteorite has shaken home base to its core. Ray has gone off to investigate, leaving the self-proclaimed other bot Locke in charge. Help a Locke lead the crew through these tense times, and you will be rewarded with Mythic Soldier Carbine and Mythic Ninja Cloak Star. So the Blockbuster Questline is actually the longest questline in the game. I think being up to 17 pages, if I'm correct. It's either 11 or 7. I think it's 17. But great rewards. A lot of people think it's like a bad quest line because it's so annoying because we get the metal husk or chrome husk. Personally, I don't think it's a problem. You have to go to like page 11 to get rid of them. You just have to finish the quest line, and the rewards aren't bad. I mean, Carbine is a great hero. Ninja Cloak Star, most people try to get him too. So I mean, it's not bad. But Carbine, he's coming back. The quest line is really early compared to what it usually comes out. So it actually brings up the question of if something new will be coming out towards the summer. Maybe Scurvy Shores is going to be no more, or I don't know. There's a bunch of like ideas that I'm thinking of, because like if Scurvy Shores is like around the time that Carbine comes out and Blockbuster comes out, then where's the timeline? Like they're messing with the timeline, and usually that doesn't happen when it comes to Save the World. They've said repeatedly that they just aren't like, they're not going to properly, like they're not going to keep up with the updates. They're just going to casually bring back stuff and stuff like that. But like this is like this is like a 3-month timeline shift, and that means either they're going to bring something back that we haven't seen in a while, or an entire new quest line. So, and when I say quest line, I mean like Blockbuster, not like a new Twine. So yeah, hopefully we do. I'm not gonna like get into it, but it'd be super cool if we got something new, especially a new quest line or even a new hero too, something. We also have little news on animals too, but I'll talk about that towards the end. Anyways, let's move on. Carbine, if you don't know what he does, lefty and righty applies Affliction, which deals 13 base energy damage per second for 3 seconds. And then Commander perk is the same thing, but 26 base damage. And then lefty and righty uses Space Pistols, which fire piercing bouncing lasers. Now, if you don't know, Carbine's actually a really great hero for dungeons, and usually dungeons also come out when Blockbuster comes out, around that timeline. So I wonder if Blockbuster and dungeons are just like kind of separating from away each other. I don't know. There's a I don't know. There's ideas being thrown around, and I don't know. I try to be optimistic through Save the World because I just love the game that much. So yeah, Carbine's is a great hero. I do recommend getting him. He's used in dungeons. He's a main loadout, alongside with the minigun loadout. But Carbine is definitely fun to use and really great when it comes to dungeons, and anything that's close space. So yeah. Along with that, we have Cloak Star. His standard perk, Fan of Stars, throw all throwing stars together in an arc. It adds 1 additional star, and then Fan of Stars that adds 3 additional stars. And I think if I'm correct, it throws in like an arc, so like it's like a kind of like a U shape, so it kind of like comes back to you if I'm correct, unless if that's someone else. But Cloak Star is just more of like a hero that people kind of think looks cool. He's not like a great hero to have, but honestly, I think he's a if you want to build a loadout based off of throwing stars, you can. I mean, I don't know. Throwing stars, I personally just don't like. But hey, I mean, some people have opinions, so I respect your opinion. If you believe an extra star in your slot is good, then hey, yeah, you do you. But along with that, we have War Games Week 3 Space Rocks. We actually didn't get a Homebase status report because it was just a little update, but for anyone that does War Games, we actually got the missed pods. I believe it was either Saturday or yesterday. Or, well, technically, yeah, I think it would be Saturday because yesterday it was already out. So yeah, Saturday I think we got it. So yeah, we'll get them like I think we get this one on Saturday too, or Monday, somewhere around that. But yeah, Space Rocks super easy. I mean, anti-airs literally solve the problem with Space Rocks. But I've done all the War Games. They're super easy. Do it. I mean, you get a banner and probably some tickets, so not bad. Along with that, coming February 14th, which is not. It's a week after next Monday, so we get Anti-Cuddle Sarah. Make room for her in the event store and watch her health in the Hex edition of War Games. Now, we probably won't get a home-based status report until like 2 more weeks, or maybe 3. So, and that'll be 19.30, so that'll be a little while. So, yeah, they're just making sure that we understand and have everything up until a few weeks. But yeah, Anti-Cuddle Sarah, she's rapid charge, so melee weapon eliminations grant 7.5 energy. She's actually not bad. I think if I'm correct, you can use her with Paleo Luna. The energy is kind of good. I mean, having that energy back is, I mean, it depends on the loadout you use. Like if you farming, melee eliminations clearly will give you that energy back, but it just, in the certain situation, it's not really ideal to farm and get melee kills. But I mean, Anti-Cuddle Sarah is a decently good hero, and I think there's a few loadouts that people use with her, so I definitely recommend grabbing her on the 14th when she does come out. Along with that, Hex will be coming out, which is the week 4 of War Games. Hex, a little Hex thing spawns around War Games, and they just deal damage to you, so and it drains your health. So and nothing too crazy when it comes to week 4, but yeah. And then we have Kevin pack if you want to grab it. We haven't got a new pack in like a few months, so it's a little annoying seeing this back to back and over and over the few weeks that we've had him. But yeah, before I end this video, I do want to say, because I want to bring up a few things, because we haven't really got anything like update wise when it comes to animals, and there's a few things that Archer has actually found, or like he's seen in the code. So first thing, animals, I honestly thought they were going to come up in this update, but they didn't. They most likely will come up in next update, 19.30, because 19.40 will be the last update for the chapter, and then that will basically be around the time where the new venture season will come out. So expect animals or some type of animals, something to do with animals in the next update, which is, I'm assuming February 14th or like 15th, somewhere around that, or a little over that, a few days after that, somewhere around that time. So expect animals like, around there. And then also Archer did honestly, I can't find all the information that he got, but he did look at the code, and there was a few things added or messed with. Launch pads have been messed with, or like they've been looking at the code and doing something with it. So I don't want to be like, I don't really want to be optimistic, but we also could be getting launch pads soon. the fly high, that entire like movement of flying and save the world, that could be coming. I'm not going to say it will, but it could be coming. That could be the big project coming out for instead of Blockbuster, since Blockbuster is early. So I don't know. I honestly believe that we're into a stage of Save the World where they honestly will start working on it more, just because BR and creative is in like a standoff of like people, just liking it. Whenever people like something, you usually don't need a constant update over something. So that's why Save the World's being looked at a little more. But yeah, expect a little more in Save the World, or don't. I mean, it's really depending on how you feel. I'm optimistic. I really do think Save the World will be getting something in the next few months, and hopefully we do. But yeah, that is it. That is all I have to say about the Homebase status report of 2.1 2022. If you enjoyed this video, or you actually watched all the way through, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Everyone have a great day. I'm probably going to bed right after this video, but yeah, I'll see everyone later. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.